Hello, welcome to Northwest Connection. Today we're shining the spotlight on a young band that's taken the digital stage by storm. This group has mastered the art of live streaming to connect with their fans and build an online community to grow their fan base and go on to perform amazing shows. Welcome, Caesar of Cymatics.
Hello.
Hello,
guys.
Would you like to introduce yourselves?
I'm Tom Clegg. I'm the lead singer, frontman, hot guy, guitarist. On fire.
I'm Sam Baker. I'm the lead guitarist and talent.
Looks and the talent.
There we go. Talent's appeal.
It's me and you.
Yeah.
All day, baby.
So how did Caesar of Cymatics come together?
Come together. Well, the thing is, right, it
Do we
started
tell
out,
the full story?
Do we want to go full? We'll go full because we always go full.
Yeah.
No matter. Okay, right. So,
There's this girl.
it started when I was 14 and I was working on my first single, It's Plain Knowing. And yeah, I was working on that with Oz Cooper, which is my dad's mate. And he was a producer from back in the day, did stuff like Paris Angels
Right.
and all that. And yeah, we put that song together. I didn't do anything with it for about a year. Then when I was 15, I released it to Caesar of Cymatics. And then you, go on, do you want to tell the story of how you came about?
How I came about. Well, there was this girl.
Yeah, there was this girl. Well, we're not going to go into it.
Not full details,
We're not gonna go
but
into
we
that,
met
though.
because we dated the same person in like a short space of time.
Yeah,
and then
Interesting.
But it's fine.
It's
Enemies
a fun-
to lovers.
Exactly. And then we met up randomly, just went into town together. And about a few weeks later, he messaged me because it originally started as a solo project for Tom. And he just messaged me being like, we're doing this gig at the Deaf Institute and my guitarist has pulled out. Do you want to fill in? So then, Deaf Institute for me personally is like a venue I've always wanted to play at. So I filled in and then I ended up sticking around and now I'm here.
And then we had lots of kisses under the moonlight.
Of
that
course.
very night.
It was beautiful.
Star-crossed lovers.
Did you plan on it just being a solo thing at first, or did you always want to?
Yeah, well, it was. I mean, I went to join a band when I was like 7. Not 7.
Seven?
Year 7. When I was
Jeez,
about
I was
11
gonna say.
when I was about 11 years old. And then yeah, so I had a couple bands in school. They weren't anything big, but I mean, did a pretty cool cover of Wonderwall. So
So you've been playing for quite a while.
quite a
then?
while, yeah.
Yeah.
You've been playing longer, though, haven't you?
I've been, well, when he says he wanted to be in a band since 7, that was me. So
Yeah.
I was like, music was basically all my whole life.
Oh, little nerd.
And I started playing guitar when I was about 7. And just been not
Just been
stopping
thrashing
since.
it, being a nerd.
Although I've only just got to a level I'm happy at. For most of that, like 10 years, I was awful.
That's how it works, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's the graft.
Practice,
it's the
practice,
grind.
practice.
I suddenly,
Isn't it?
I suddenly
That's it.
discovered trem picking and it just all changed.
Yeah, but yeah, it was going to be a solo project for quite a while because I'd already done a lot of stuff on my own, and I was like, well, if you're relying on other people, it just makes things a bit more of a hassle, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But you know,
We've all been
I was
there.
like,
Yeah,
do it
absolutely.
myself. And yeah, it's just sort of slowly developed into a sort of band, really, just from what we've all been doing together, how much work they've done on the live track specifically, and then bringing that into the studio and sort of translating that. It's basically a band now. I'd
It
say.
is. It's fair. I think it was from like when we headlined Retro.
Yeah.
From like February last year, it's basically been a band under the guise of a solo project, and then we decided to make it a band, and then
stuff happened which
Then
we
stuff
can't talk
happened,
about.
which we
Thank you
can't,
all very
but-
much. This has been the Northwest Connection
you
podcast.
can't say that. You know something you don't know.
And where did your band name come from? Because it's quite unusual.
Oh, okay, right. So my dad's a right nerd, and he likes words. So he kept on talking to me about cymatics, and cymatics is essentially the sort of science to do with frequency and the way that vibration acts upon the sand on the bowl. Yeah,
Basically, you and your dad are just super pretentious.
yeah, that's it. But no,
can
so
feel
I was.
conflict.
Yeah, a bit of conflict.
I heard that word and I started using it a lot in like English language and stuff, and my teacher was like, "Oh, I haven't heard that word before," and I was like, "Yeah, I know, because I'm sick." But yeah, I had a thought. Right, cymatics. That's a cool word to start with. And then Doctor Who. I was thinking about Doctor Who one day, and I went, let's have like a singular name to call myself by, because I didn't want to be called Tom, because that's boring and not quirky. You can call me Tom now, though. I don't really.
He grew up.
I grew up. Life hit hard. Anyway, yeah. So I was about. What were we talking about?
Oh, your name come
Cymatics.
about.
Oh, my name come about. That's the thing. Sorry,
Something about Cymatics.
Cymatics. See, Doctor Who. That's where we were. Doctor Who. So you know how Doctor Who's called the Doctor. I was like, right, I want to be called the Caesar. So that's pretty much how it happened.
Just two random sort of.
Just
three random.
sort of.
He just
You know.
he unironically named himself the Emperor of Sound Waves.
No, that's-
basically,
don't say it like that. It makes you sound like an extra bright nerd.
which is accurate to be fair.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
And where are you based?
We're from
Tameside.
Tameside. Yeah, sort of Ashton way.
Yeah,
but also
Ashtonish.
Duckingfield way.
Yeah.
Just that sort of area.
Got a rich musical heritage there, haven't we? With the
Absolutely, have.
Smiths. And we
Yeah,
had last podcast. We had Handsome Rat on. Was you from round your way? Don't know if you're aware of
Recognise the
those.
name.
Wait.
Yeah, they're
No.
from.
I recognise the name. I feel like I've heard of
down
them.
around that way. Yeah, a
Yeah.
really big band.
Well, I like the Chameleons. That's my.
Oh, yeah.
Here we
Yeah.
go.
That's my number one.
I think that's what they said as well.
Yeah, I love the Chameleons. Yeah.
Radiohead
You're always Radiohead.
and Fontaine's DC. Currently.
Little.
I see a lot of people saying
Fontaines
Fontaines.
are just-
I
I
think
feel like the
they are,
biggest
yeah.
sort of UK band at the moment.
Recently, I think recently especially, like they've just blown to a different level.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty.
They do deserve it though. The
Madness,
music they
yeah.
make, it
I mean,
slaps.
big post-punk revival. We
Yeah.
haven't really had that in a long time, and it's pretty nice to see that it's like
Huge.
actually
Yeah.
making a bit of mainstream recognition.
It's very much making waves in this country right now,
Yeah.
punk,
Mm,
and it's
yeah.
usually down to the way
Yeah,
the
I was just
leadership
going to
is.
say that. It's
Because the
because of
leadership
the
ain't
times.
good.
As soon as life becomes super miserable, that's how you know you're going to get good music.
Yep.
That's
That's it.
why. That's why the UK makes great bands.
Yeah.
Life is miserable in the UK. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we've gone on a downward slope here. So, what are your biggest musical influences?
The Smiths, the Chameleons,
The Cure.
The Cure. Oh God, what else? now?
All old
Spot
bands.
again.
Velvet Underground.
Yeah, Velvet
Oh, wow,
Underground,
no,
big
no
time.
one
I've had that
say
before.
Velvet
Especially
Underground.
with my guitar playing, I love Johnny Greenwood too much. So
Yeah,
I
loves Johnny Green.
Just that Radiohead.
Yeah.
It's a big.
I forgot
I
his
get
na-
Radiohead a lot. They're like,
I forgot his name, but the guitarist from Block Party, I took a lot of influence from.
Yeah.
I can't think of
no,
his name.
can't think.
Well, Sam, this is actually an intervention for your Radiohead addiction. So we're to talk.
Okay.
Is it that bad?
It's pretty bad.
I
It's
have
not
him
100.
tattooed on my arm.
Then again, my
That's
Smiths,
pretty bad.
my Smiths obsession
What
when
a
I was
creep.
15 was pretty bad, but we get along.
Yeah, I'm probably less obsessed with Radiohead than you are the Chameleons.
Oh no, I love the Chameleons. But that's fair enough. They don't really have a bad fan base, do they? There's some bands which just have awful fan bases, and there's no way around it.
Any you thinking in particular?
Sorry, what was that?
Oh,
Any-
just bad fan bases.
Yeah.
Well, the Radiohead fans aren't. Oh no, you know what I
Yeah.
You know
they
what
are
I hate?
mostly just.
And you know, this is a big
Yeah.
shame because I absolutely love Wonder Horse. Their fans are mean. They are so
Oh my
mean.
god, no! It was quite funny watching it,
funny.
happen.
It was funny watching it happen because I'm a
Probably
cheeky,
need to give
I'm
context.
I'm a cheeky little. Yeah, so basically,
Come on.
I posted this TikTok. It was a cover of Teal by Wonder Horse, and I was like, oh, I think I did pretty good there, you know. And I come back later, it's got 20,000 views, and everyone's being like, oh, this is really cringe.
Bro should retire.
Bro should retire. And I'm just like, oh.
You haven't
mate,
retired?
what? Yeah.
Yeah.
You're bigger than that.
Yeah, I'm bigger than that. But, you know, ever since then, I've just thought, they're just mean. They're just
fair.
all a bunch of meanie beanies. It's the what is it? The threes? No, I can't say that. The
You're not getting us
what is it?
cancelled.
What is it?
Oh.
Is it the three? What's
The three big names.
Three names.
Yeah.
Fontaines.
Fontaine's Wonder.
Sam Fender
and Sam
and
Fender,
Wonder
yeah.
Horse. That's what everyone's saying at the minute.
Although
And there's so many people that are mean in those fan
I
bases.
think, what's the three genres of that then?
Oh, grunge. I guess you
Soft
could say.
punk that we go with. We're
Post-punk.
Fontaines. It's that sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alt.
oh,
A bit alt,
definitely.
aren't they?
Yeah.
Sam Fender's
I think-
pure pop, I think.
Do you?
I don't.
I'd say
I'm
it's
not a
indie
massive.
pop.
I'm not a massive Sam Fender fan personally.
I liked his early. We were
But
talking
it's-
about this on another one. I liked his early.
I like
His lyrics are
one.
quite deep when you.
I think his lyric play is very,
I
very good.
think
but
he's a
think
brilliant
the actual
songwriter.
Pretty good lyrics. I'm just not a fan of his voice. I'm just not a fan of really good voices.
Oh really?
That's a fair point.
Sense envy or jealousy, maybe.
Makes it feel like
I also
You know.
I like his lyrics and his songwriting's really good. I just don't like the actual music, if that makes sense.
Yeah, go on, define that. What
I feel
is
like
it?
it's, to me, Sam Fender sounds too safe.
Too simple and too.
Not even like too simple, because the music just isn't actually simple. It just sounds too safe and doesn't take
I would
many
say
risks.
I'd agree with you, but from my own opinion of that, I would say it's very, very samey. That I'm expecting sax all the time.
Exactly.
I'm always expecting. Here comes the instrumental of sax.
It's the reason why bands like Radiohead and like Fantasy Z I hold a close soft spot to, because you listen to none of their albums you can really.
They've got
sound
their own
the same.
identity.
It's
each
like,
album,
and they
isn't it?
evolve.
Yeah.
And I feel like artists like Sam Fender, I think the worst case of this Oasis. I'm going to annoy people by going Oasis.
we're on it now. We're on it. But I've got tickets for Heaton Park next year as well.
I'm still
You
taking.
better watch your mouth.
But it's like, it feels like, although it's a case of like, although their music is good, I just find it boring, because like you can already know what it's going to sound like, and I think Sam Fender's the same.
Are you into indie music?
I used to be. I still like a lot of the bands I used to be in. I still like them. Like Two Doors Cinema Club. I liked. Finally saw him live. It was last year now at Leeds Fest, and that was like a good moment. But overall, I'm more into like experimental rock,
Yeah.
post punk.
And I think does that come down to maybe influences? I mean, like
Yeah,
say
well,
from
yeah,
parents or
we've both
older
got-
siblings, if you've got any.
Yeah,
or...
we've got our dads. Our
Yeah.
dads are always, dad music. It just works.
Yeah, dad rock.
It works.
Yeah.
Sometimes it just hits the spot.
And then
And that's-
mine's definitely like an evolution of my dad's, whereas my dad kind of liked indie, then went more into house. I started off with indie, then went into like more heavier stuff. I've been really into like hardcore music, like Knots Loose. I really like, and I'm seeing them next year at Outbreak, and I'm so excited. Midwest emo, that's another genre I absolutely adore. Like American Football, Sunday Real Estate. I love them so
Yeah.
much.
I'm big into me sort of experimental rock as well, but in a much different way, I think.
Yeah.
I think because I'm more because obviously I'm a little chronically online lad.
Yeah.
Who's always on YouTube and stuff. always
Bro needs to
searching
touch
about.
grass.
Yeah, that's true. No, I like all the underground stuff, really. Not to be like a little.
I found this band before anyone else did.
Don't like it when they get big. It's,
Sounds like Wonder Horse fans.
No, but they're proper like working class guys. Everyone that I go see, do you know what I mean? It's all purely DIY, and it's a fun
Yeah.
thing to be a part of. There's nothing better than interacting with your favourite musician. and
Obviously,
whatnot.
when you see like a band you've been wanting to see for years, it's an amazing experience. But like the actual best gigs you can ever go to are like your DIY
yeah.
underground gigs, because it's a different vibe. It's like a different vibe to it.
Yeah,
And, like-
Commuted, Last on Earth catalogue.
Yeah,
Do you come to any of those gigs?
I didn't do Commuted.
You didn't do
try-
Last on Earth catalogue.
No, I didn't do it. But 'cause I don't know, because I always end up being busy, and then
And then no.
and then we don't, and then I don't go, and then I go to like
Oh
my
yeah,
own
no,
stuff
you
as
go
well.
you go to the big expensive ones.
I also do the big expensive one, but I also do a lot of underground. Like I was at Academy 3 last week, seeing a band called Lobster. It's actually my friend who was in the band, but I met him after liking the band already, and they're kind of cool. They're kind of like a Midwest emo mixed with metal.
Oh, okay.
Weird. It's
I do feel like all the sort of why I was asking about indie is because of that. I do feel like we are saturated. I mean, Trelford
Yeah.
spoke about
Yeah.
it in the way the sort of the way you look at the charts and the bands that do well in this country. It feels like there's very much slowly a bit of a shift happening. We're getting a more raucous sort of like rock
It's all been
and
so
punk.
safe, hasn't it? I think the record companies just playing it safe.
Yeah, I mean, we've all, like pop and rap for the last 10, 15
Yeah.
years has always been the
Yeah.
pivotal genres, and it feels like now because
rap's completely dying.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely,
That's-
yeah.
I mean, just look at it. It's just, I don't
mean,
see many rap fans.
I
around
do
anymore.
exactly. I do like
No.
a bit of like alternative, like your Tyler Creators and stuff. But
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I feel like names like that.
Even though they're not really rap,
They're
more
like trip hop.
But, you know,
Yeah.
There's a couple of
It's
rapping
kind
sections
of
in there.
like tricky.
Blue Lines.
Like tricky is
Great
technically trip hop. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
like rapping out.
But that's not modern, is it? That's like,
feel like-
No,
you know,
like all the
it's like-
all the bands on the periphery and in the niche brackets tend to be. I feel like they're now starting to seep through, and people
good
want
thing to see,
something
though.
else, which
Yeah,
is exciting, to be honest.
The thing is, it always happens though, because you end up getting like someone in 10 years' time going, all these bands that we're talking about now, it's all too safe, and suddenly indie might come back with like the
Yeah.
Arctic Monkeys sound.
I mean,
and so
it's,
they're
yeah,
going,
it's,
that's
it's,
exciting.
it's cyclical.
It'll
Yeah,
just go around
absolutely.
in circles.
I mean, we only have to look back from the 70s and 80s and the types of music that was pivotal at that point.
Yeah.
It seems, and the fashion sense always comes back around.
Everything.
It seems to be a bit of, like we were talking before, the punk scene feels like it's rising at the moment.
Yeah.
It could be worse. We could be going back to, I don't know.
80s. Oh yeah.
What I
going back
get
to, like,
really is that I
80s glam.
welcome that.
Could be
Me as
going
an
back to-
individual, I 100% welcome that because I
Yeah.
think you.
It shows people abroad.
going back to
and,
glam?
The
Right.
market stays the same
Yeah.
for too
Yeah.
long. We get bored of it, and
Yeah.
you want something new. You want something
do.
fresh.
So what genre would you put yourselves into?
Oh,
Is that a
we've just
difficult
always
question,
been
or-
alternative
Oh.
because so much. That
I guess
we've
the
done.
closest you could go is maybe, especially like a lot of the unreleased stuff. I think the released stuff as a whole is kind of like a mix of kind of indie pop at first, and then you kind of we had like the acoustic EP that went very Nick Drake-esque. But I think with the unreleased stuff, you can kind of put as like gothic jangle pop, like stuff like The Cure sort of vibe.
I mean, if we're talking generally, we'll just
It's
say
just all-
alternative, or whatever label people
Music for the
wanna
snobs.
throw. It's fine. Just don't be mean.
Just music for the snobs,
Yeah, music for the snobs.
the ones who think they're better than you.
Yeah, we're little music snobby nerds.
Do you find do you think you're going to stay in that sort of genre, or are you going to expand out of it? And
I mean, it's constantly expanding. It's constantly changing. I mean, we don't really know what approach to take at it. We just like making music, and that's
It's just
you
what
know,
we think sounds good.
Yeah, it's just whatever works in the moment. It's what the song asks for at the end of the day. It's
Yeah.
not what
Right, yeah.
you're wanting out of a song.
And
It's what the
obviously-
song's asking out of you.
When you write a ton of songs in like a space of time, they're going to end up having like a similar sound because that's
Yeah.
what you're getting influence from. But but the thing not to do is like categorize yourself as this one thing and stick to it. It's always best, and you find like a lot of the best bands, the most interesting bands, always they don't categorize
Yeah, they-
themselves at all. They just
They change
see
up
what
their
happens.
sound because there's a lot of bands that make just a lot of their songs sound the same
Capture the bottom.
each time. Yeah, there you go. But it's true. There's lots of
they're trying to offend every band.
No, I can't remember the name of the band. I actually saw a band that had just released a new single, and I think it was like the first single they've released as a new band, and it was very Catfish in the Bottom. And I thought, haven't we had 10 years of?
exactly.
10 years of this?
It's the same with. I mean,
Even
as
Van
much as I
McCann's
do
bored
really
of it at
like
this point.
Oasis, you have to admit, God, I'm sick of hearing about Oasis.
Yeah.
Like,
I kind of wish they stayed dead.
yeah, I
I
like.
feel-
Okay. I wouldn't say that. I like them. I'm excited to see them at Heaton Park, but I'm sick of a lot of the fans.
If
once
they
again.
don't, if they don't fight on stage, I'll be severely disappointed.
I
That's
mean,
the only
this
reason
year-
I have any sort of excitement.
This year, that's all we're going to hear, isn't it? About this
Exactly.
Oasis,
I-
like the build up to it. and-
I'm a bit of a cynical when it comes to that.
Yeah.
I think it's just the publicity stunt. They're getting a bit. The money's looking a bit low in the offshore
Noel's
bank
had a
account.
divorce.
It's the game.
Do
you
a
can't-
topping it
You
up.
can't judge the game.
I remember reading
No.
somewhere that they've got in their clause with the payment that they actually are not going to be paid until they finish the tour to make sure they actually do it.
I can imagine that. To be honest, it sounds about feasible. To be fair.
Yeah.
It's Oasis. That's the lie.
So
We're the best band in the
we'll move on to
world.
your creative process now. So how do you come about songwriting? Have you got a back catalogue of?
I've got a big back catalogue for
Ah.
a while now. It's been. I mean, me and Sam, we've been working on stuff writing.
A lot of improv stuff as
A lot
well.
of improv stuff at the minute. But yeah, there's not really specific progress. It's once again, it's sort of just what the song is asking for at the end of the day. I mean, I'm one who's always just sort of write a little bit of a riff. And I'm by no means the most talented guitar player. Do you know what I mean?
That's why I'm here.
That's why you're here.
Oh no!
Like I said,
said feud.
talent and sex appeal.
You said feuds.
But there's one thing that I'm never a guitarist. I'm never a musician, but I am a writer, and that's one thing that I always pride myself on. Is just sort of, I like creating stories and speaking what's on my mind. It's just what I enjoy doing. You know, I've always liked writing short stories in English. You know, I always liked writing short films as well. So it's just sort of that thing. I just like writing. It's just fun. It's the most fun part for me.
So did the lyrics come first, or?
Yeah, lyrics come second.
I
said yeah.
Yes, lyrics do come second.
Yeah, but that's pretty much it. I'm not gonna lie. I never always think that my writing process is anything that interesting. It's always very similar.
It's literally just you lay on your
Define
bed.
similar then for us. How does it usually start?
Oh, you just sort of get an idea for a riff,
Send it
start
me.
playing it, send it him, see what he thinks, and he goes, "Yeah, that's all right." I've got what's happening right now. So yeah, I send something to you.
Yeah.
You go, I like that. Let's work on that. Then
Yeah.
the next time he comes around to my house,
We end up working on something completely different on the spot.
exactly. Yeah, but I don't know. It's hard to really pin down what my writing process.
So do the lyrics get sort of get moved by the way that the riff is? Does it develop from that, or do you have like a sort of idea to begin with off maybe like a few lines?
On a good day, it blends together. On a bad day, you sort of have to gel some things together. Do you know what I mean? In that sense, it's like sometimes I've come out of a one take and I've got loads of great lyrics down, and I sort of go back and edit a bit, or I'll spend quite a while writing, just working on one song. And it's the important thing is to have variation, but also write a lot. I'll find myself just constantly writing sometimes. Like, I use my notes app on my phone because it's, you don't like making a big deal out of your lyrics, because then it sort of feels like writing down on like a notepad and pen and stuff. It's like, it feels too important almost. I don't think if you just treat lyrics like you're writing just a regular.
Yeah, well, I mean, lyrics as a whole is technically an instrument.
Yeah, it's an instrument.
The whole
That's
thing
true.
is meant to feed into this one musical idea that the song is wanting to do.
Exactly.
If you want to.
And what influences your lyrics?
Oh, well, obviously the Smiths, the Chameleons. No, yeah, I like.
Do you take inspiration just from daily things?
I think
or-
it's mainly from my dad, to be honest. My dad does tend to inspire a lot of the lyrics that I do, just because he has such like a wide out range of knowledge of just stuff that a lot of people just wouldn't know about. He's a lot into his conspiracy theories and stuff, but it's it sort of adds to it. It adds to that whole thing
He
of
is the number one seatbelt
creating
hater.
something pretty interesting. I'd say. I think what we do is pretty interesting.
I think so.
If we're being nice to ourselves.
So
Yeah.
have the last one that you wrote, what were the lyrics sort of focused on?
Well,
So
the
Lovingly
latest
Lie.
single, "Unlovingly Lie," that was very much a sort of thing of, I hate the council.
Very post-punk.
Very bring me to it.
A lot of it was just based off of like everyday things like bike lanes and stuff, and it's like, why are we spending our council tax funds just to get some more bike lanes that no one uses? Because I don't even pay council tax.
I can hear the idols flushing through my
You're just
brain
looking
right
for
now.
something to be annoyed by at that point.
I was 15 when I wrote that, so some could argue I didn't know what I was talking about, or some could say I was well beyond my years, and I'd like to go with the latter. So,
Mainly the former.
yeah.
But I'm probably similar to Trelf, but where did that idea come from?
It just.
Because you probably weren't on your bike in the bike
No,
lane.
that's it. Well, I mean,
He actually stood outside a bike lane and kept stomping on it through anger.
Tripped someone up.
I tripped
Yeah.
someone up when they were riding their bike.
Massive
through.
car accident occurred.
I had a big bazooka. No, yeah, but that song, it was very much just a case of I'm angry at the world. I hate everything. I don't like stuff.
It's mainly my job.
Yeah, that's it. But yeah, it's basically just an attack on the council. Completely. We hate them. It's just a whole thing of establishment.
I couldn't
not
care
liking
less.
So it was the subconscious making the song, basically.
it. Yeah, pretty much. It's all painted in the mind. There's not really one way to navigate it. If it comes, it comes, and for me, that's one of my favourite songs that I've ever written.
Okay.
So it's someday you just get in that flow, and it just works. And
Yeah.
gels. So yeah.
So you guys really embrace the online,
Yeah,
social media.
That's
You,
definitely
are you
more
on like
Tom than
every
me.
day,
Yeah, well,
like more or less?
because I used to be a Minecraft YouTuber, you see.
Right.
If anyone's listening, search up Clegster.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
You're welcome.
We'll edit that out.
So I did Minecraft YouTube for a while. I've met some pretty cool streamers and stuff, and they gave me a lot of advice like on how to, use the algorithm and stuff to your advantage. So I was like, well, I can just do that and apply it to music, because I wasn't enjoying streaming at the time. It was like, well, this isn't cool. This isn't
Twitch.
this isn't getting me a girlfriend. So I was like, I'm not.
He went
I'm
from
not
getting
doing this
200
anymore.
quid a stream to 10p. That's
true.
basically what happened.
That's true, actually. We did get quite a bit of money out of it, which was pretty good. Twitch streaming, I will say, really, really good for money.
Yeah.
Like, you just get to sit down, play Minecraft, and then people give you money. It's great. Yeah, but that was when I was about 15,
Crazy.
and then just sort of developed into the band, and here we are today.
Yeah.
But you make an effort to put like a live stream out almost.
Oh
every
yeah,
day.
100%. It's a big thing.
And it was you originally, but now you're doing it as well. Haven't you been on it?
haven't you?
Yeah.
Yes.
I more or less leave all the social media stuff to Tom, because Tom actually does know to some extent what he's doing with that, whereas I don't, because I never did stuff like those Twitch.
The advantage of being young, I
or
think
even
you
got
just
any of that. Got any of that real advice. So I just kind of.
I think if I heard a quote about that a while ago. If there's things that you're trying to fight against that you're not comfortable, you might as well just stick to the things that are comfortable.
Exactly.
That you
kind
just
of case. I think one reason me and Tom work so well, because we both have a strong believers in, like, we both kind of my strength is his weakness, and his strength is my weakness. So we kind of
work
really
well
get
together.
more of a whole
Yeah.
package.
each other very nicely, I'd say.
Yeah.
And we both share very similar goals in what we want to do, which is just
Exactly.
make a living out of it. And if you can do that and find that in a partner,
Yeah.
then I just tapped Sam's shoulder there for any of the audio listeners.
If Rain, if
I'm
you're
getting it.
listening,
I'm
if
getting
you're
it.
listening, this is purely a joke. Nothing's going on yet.
Yeah, that's his girlfriend. My girlfriend's called Amelia. Hello, Amelia. There you go. Just want to shout out the
Cute.
girlfriends there. Hashtag adorable. But yeah, I think it's very important to treat your fans as if they're your mate. Because, it's a small crowd at the end of the day. They're helping you pay your bills. Sort of. Well, you're not paying bills, but
No,
we're not paying bills.
Greg's is paying them for me right now.
Greg's is paying your bills. No, but in all seriousness, it's great having that connection with people on stage and just being able to meet them in person, and having these inside jokes as well. It's great. It's like, it's just a nice little community, and that's what I always
Yeah, you've made a
enjoy.
community.
And also, those fans are could be the ones that will stay as well.
That's the thing. They'll be the ones that stay, and they'll appreciate the music, and they'll,
The most important thing you can do as a small artist is develop a strong connection with that small following you've got. Because if you don't do that, they'll just listen to like a few songs. So, oh, that's all right.
Yeah.
On to the next.
I mean, it's fine being a passive listener, but do you know what I mean? Like, if you can really
Obviously,
engage someone and
yeah.
make a connection with someone,
Because you
then you might
always
as well.
have passive
Why not?
listeners, and there's nothing wrong with them. But you do need to try and, with who you can, gauge that connection. Because then you have return listeners, and those return listeners can then will then eventually grow and grow and grow.
Yeah, I mean, you look at my dad, for example, at the last gig. He was just sat there, just chatting to some of my fans waiting in line, and I was like, "Oh, that's nice."
So
Yeah.
then what happened to me once, I was at this pub, and was student bar, and someone there was actually a friend of ours, and just bought me a drink just because of it.
Nice.
See, so you get free drinks.
Yeah.
out of it.
Exactly.
That's
Not
the
bad.
that's the
the
reason
true
we do
reward.
it. The free drinks.
The two doubles for a £5 at the Garret is the true reward.
You've done a lot of live performances. What's been your favourite so far?
I've got two for different
Go on,
reasons.
you go first.
Retro Headliner we did last February.
Yeah, it's a
is
great
the
venue,
actual
isn't it?
answer.
down or upstairs.
It was downstairs.
Yeah.
It was sold
better
out
one.
as well.
That was sold out,
That
was
was
it? Yeah.
the
Yeah.
first headliner.
First ever.
Only headliner.
Only headline I've ever done.
I haven't done another headliner yet.
I don't really think there's. Yeah, again, this level is a need. I think support slots are more valuable, but that's a different
That's a
conversation.
different conversation.
That's a different
I'd agree.
conversation.
We're just having a band meeting right now. Just
Yeah, that's
exclusive.
Do you want my
non-sex
input
action
or-
the retro
podcast.
headliner, because it was kind of. It just, I don't know. I think it's because it was a headliner. people were there for us, and the gig, although on stage, especially for me, was chaotic. Guitar strings were snapping. I had to guitars were going out of tune while my pedals broke. It was like mental, but
Everything that could go wrong.
Basically,
Yeah.
that happened twice at Retro. Your string broke the second time.
My strings always break. I don't know
I think-
why at this point. I get medium strings and they still end up breaking. Do you know what I mean?
And that was like the gig alone, purely, I'd say the headliner at Retro. I think personal experience for me, we supported Montello at Academy 3. For me, because that was like the first time because it was kind of when it was becoming like that band image. It was slowly just seeping through and moving away from the original solo project and becoming a band. And the moment it kind of hit me, like, what's kind of going on,
it was fun
in the crowd.
It felt like we had a lot of chemistry
Yeah.
that gig, which is something that, I really enjoyed.
And in the crowd, I was getting like just people in there being like, "Oh my god!" and just get my picture and stuff, and having to like sign stuff. And
That was weird, man. I mean, it's always weird. It's just like
people.
It's like, ooh,
want your autograph? What the?
Why? Like we're just little kids, man. We're just young boys working in the coal mine.
They are little kids as well.
It's true. We are very, very,
Very young.
Well, I'm the older one. I'm the mature
dad
one.
at this
Yeah,
point.
I'm actually his dad.
Me and 12 sitting here like
Yeah, no.
yeah.
I did a lot of skincare when I was younger, so you can't really see the age.
Amazing. Great collagen.
Yeah.
Do you find more pressure at the headline slot or
Oh no.
Less.
no?
It was
just
so-
take it as it is.
It's so chill because, I mean, obviously a lot of your mates show up and then you've also got these people who are like already sort of, really like your stuff.
Yeah.
So there's sort of that extra bit of comfortability.
Support slots.
And you can just go up there.
I'm
and
a
just
lot
have
more
some fun.
nervous for, because when you're doing a headliner,
It's the big
your
ones,
gig.
though, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's your gig. The people there. It doesn't even matter how well you play, because the people there will be loving it anyway, because it's your gig.
Yeah, yeah.
When you're doing a support slot, you've got to impress people.
See, it's interesting because I'm the complete opposite. Like I see it as a support slot that you can just absolutely go for it. I always see it as like I'm gonna change your mind.
I think I'm more inclined with him. Yeah, I think I'm more inclined with him.
I
Well, I mean,
find
you look at
myself-
stuff like that. So we did the Lodge Deaf Institute supporting San Quentin in May, and that was really good. There were
That was fun.
loads of people just got on board with it and were instantly like, oh yeah, that was great. That was a great performance. You know what I mean? I had
that's
a queue
like-
for the merch desk.
But that's
and
like
I was
that's like the good side of it. But then you've also got that gig in Leeds. And then that's the complete
yeah,
other
the
side.
gig in Leeds. That was the one that no one showed up to.
And that's kind of why I get
Yeah.
more nervous for support, because at the headliner, even though I've already won, you know the crowd's there for you. They're gonna be vibing. They're gonna be hyped.
The one in Leeds was a support slot or a headline.
That was a
support.
support slot,
and no,
we
but
were-
no one was there.
We were the first support.
We were the first
Yeah.
support, and
Oh,
it was
tough
an
first.
over
Always
18,
hard going
and it
first.
was an over 18.
And most of our fan
No,
bases
16.
are like
So
under 18.
yeah,
I mean,
that's the
'cause-
thing. We're all a big bunch of young
Yeah.
children, really.
It's difficult when you get no show.
we all got bullied in
You
high
sort of
school.
turn it into a practice, don't you?
Yeah,
really?
you've got to
That's
make
it.
the most of it.
You
haven't
just got to go right.
yeah.
Just treat it like it's a gig simulator and just go for
Oh,
it.
we do that.
Well, I had fun.
when-
It was a nice warm day.
Yeah.
I didn't get me burger though. That was what I was really disappointed about. I wasn't sad that no one showed up. It was the fact that I didn't even get my burger.
The fact that we
That-
had
that
how
everyone- that
long was that
everyone else
burger
got.
wait as well?
Yeah, didn't my dad gave money to every single person in the van and like to get them some food and stuff.
I used my own money.
And then you used your own money.
because I was the only employed one.
So who got your money
I think it was someone in the band who stole my burger, and I was it Dylan?
Someone got double allowance here.
I think they just forgot to pack us one more burger, because we ordered it and then we had to do sound check. So we're like, oh yo, it won't be ready until this time, but you can come and collect it. So then after sound check, we went to collect the burger. It still wasn't ready by this point. They had
Yeah.
like half an hour. Like, it's not that hard.
God, we're the most exciting band around. We're talking about burgers.
And then we got that. and we forgot his-
No, go on.
Shows how little happened at that Leeds gig.
Yeah.
And then-
What venue- what
the best
venue's
part,
this?
The best part of that gig was having to like basically getting kicked out straight after the set. As
Yeah,
well.
they said, yeah,
'Cause you
you
were
guys
too
have
young.
to go. I was too young. Everyone else was
Too young?
18.
Yeah.
I don't get that. Why book you in the first place then?
mate. It's-
Thanks for doing that. No one was here, but you're gonna have
Get
to
off
leave
the-
now.
I know, we drove an hour, but I mean, It's worth it. It's fun. It's fine.
We didn't do the "We all hate Leeds" scum chant on stage though.
That's true.
Very disappointing.
What venue was this at?
I've got a call.
This is the first time that's ever happened.
It's my dad. Should we?
Yes, your dad.
Hello, Dad. You're on air. Please don't swear. I don't know.
Don't get us cancelled.
Got your butty here.
It's kind of ironic we'll talk about burgers then, weren't it?
All right. He's got me butty. Right, Dad, you're gonna have to hang on to it.
Right,
What can we do? Can we magic the butty up here? Can we get a big rope?
Yeah. Hocus pocus.
Hocus pocus. Right. Okay. I'll see you later, Dad. I'm not that hungry anyway. Don't worry. Right. I love you. Bye.
This bit better stay in, by the way.
Yeah, that's staying in.
That has
That's
to stay in.
exclusive right there. You got a phone
Where
call.
were
to
we?
the-
Charge a page.
Well, I just said that.
Do like a
How's your
hit-
weekend
no,
been?
actually,
But if you-
take
Not
it out
before, nice.
and like charge money of this like secret part that will blow your mind.
Yeah,
Just
put it
be
on the
like-
Patreon.
just like,
That's
can
what
you
you
send
Well,
me
if we had a
Did you see
page,
these now?
Patreon.com versus.
Please give us all your money.
Yeah. No, yeah, for me, Academy 3 though. Supporting Montello. That was where I played my first gig as well.
It's also your
Academy 3.
birthday.
So, and it was my birthday. So it was like a big full circle moment
Yeah.
for me, and it was nice. And all my mates were there. And yeah,
great venue, great sound.
it's great. Yeah, it's a really nice, clean venue.
The venue's good. I have problems with the sound. I just feel
Is that
like
not just a guitarist thing?
He's a little
Probably,
negative
yeah.
Nancy. He is. Shut up.
I just
I sit at the back, so it sounds great from my perspective.
on stage it sounded great. I
I
feel
always
like
the retro sound. The retro sound is usually
retro
pretty
sounds
good.
top, but it's.
That's
I mean, you can't really
what's his
complain.
name? Who does the
Alex.
retro? Alex. We love
Alex.
Shout out
Alex
to
at Retro, shout out. He's so funny because I ask him what he does with the sound. He's like, he doesn't know. He just wings it seems, but he gets it right
But it
every
works.
time.
He gets a lot of bottom end.
Yeah.
for us, which is what we want.
Exactly.
So yeah.
So, what's the dream venue or festival you'd love to play?
I'll go first on this
Yeah,
one
I
because
think
I always
you got
answer
the
same
best
thing.
answer.
So I have always wanted to play on top of the broken down Wilco's.
Say that again.
So Wilco's shut down. That happened. So we've got
Which one?
Ashton.
in Ashton, the one in my hometown.
Believe it or not, it's a chain. There's
Yeah.
many around.
Well, okay, okay.
the
So
world is way bigger than
censor.
Ashton.
I'll describe.
Built
I'll-
The
evidence.
Wilco's tour.
Wilco's. There you go.
Wilco's.
Get out of the Patreon if you want.
God,
Free of charge.
Wilco's supermarkets. That's such a genius idea.
I want to cut
Doing
from that.
Yeah. The Wilco tour, I love it.
You can be the support.
Themed pictures, you could be wearing the apron.
That's such a shout.
Oh God, yeah.
I want to do this now. There's no guy.
Oh.
What's he doing? He's a silly Billy. Anyway, Wilco's. Back onto Wilco's. So there's a Wilco's outside of my college, pretty much.
Yeah.
And there's a big. It's a big sort of place where everyone goes up and just sits down. It's like a big, just what would you call it? Balcony?
Cesspit.
It's a cesspit. But no, it's a balcony and it's like really big and there's a big thing in front. And I'm just imagining, wouldn't it just be really cool to just get up there and just play? It'd be like the rooftop gig a bit.
Like-
Yeah, like the
Beatles.
Beatles. But I was like,
Rooftop
it
gig.
sounds a bit like 1 out of 5. You know,
Yeah.
Beatles version.
If
Unless you were wearing the apron.
If you ordered that Beatles gig off of Wish, that's what
The
you
American
get.
TikTok version. That's what it sounds like right now.
Rest in
Exclusive.
peace, our fellow Americans. You'll come but not forgotten.
Because you've got all the markets and stuff, and it'd just be really cool. And it
Yeah.
would be a good way to just, show off to my college mates and just go,
Have that.
at me, look at me.
I'm on top of Wilco.
I'm on top of Wilco. Look at me. I've still got my badge.
The label have bought me new trousers. I hope they do. I hope we get a label that buys us trousers.
So
one day,
we're sticking with Wilco.
We're sticking with Wilco.
okay.
Go on, what are you saying?
I mean, my actual answer is something I've actually already played. Deaf Institute.
Okay.
Absolute disaster though. My strap broke twice on stage.
Oh, it was so.
That was the first gig I did, but the Garrett Bar in Manchester.
The which
Oh,
one?
you-
It's called the Garrett. It's this bar in Manchester that do 2 doubles for a £5. I just love to
feel
get
like I watched
absolutely
Maxwell Berry
sloshed
there
and
years
then just
ago.
play on the pool table.
You're not getting sloshed and playing a gig. Come on, we've got to be professional. Professional standards. See,
Even
I'm a
though
boring-
that's what
I'm
I
a-
do.
I'm a
Even though
boring
that's
man.
what I do.
I'm a boring man. I don't do anything before a gig. I like to stay completely sober.
And I
in
drink
the moment.
and I drink the rider dry.
That's
true.
Is it the Garrett you said?
Yeah,
Is that near Oxford Road?
it is. Yeah, it's opposite Joshua Brooks.
I think I did watch Maxwell Vary there like 2 years
I'm
ago.
familiar with
I'm
that
there.
venue, to be honest.
I'm there most nights, to be honest.
He's not, by the way. He's just joking. So if you are wanting to hunt him down, he's not there.
No, he is definitely
I am there.
He is
Please-
definitely there.
I am
Please,
there. Buy me
please go and
drinks.
hunt this
Be
man.
like that fan who
Trying to
bought
help
me
you there, but
drinks.
never mind.
The first
Shoot
person
him.
who buys me a drink at the Garrett will get a
Oh
kiss.
God.
What?
Yeah.
Right, moving on. So,
Well, they have to be over 18 to do that, so
yeah.
I can
Oh,
go.
this reminds me actually.
Did try and help him.
This reminds me. I've prepared a would you rather question for yous to
For
answer.
us?
Yeah, for yous.
We actually are.
We
We
are now
own the
Caesar.
podcast now.
Okay. Now this might.
Do we answer as ourselves or as Caesar?
No, you can answer them however you want. It's completely up to you.
go for
Okay.
it.
Right. So
It's a
here we
bit
go.
different turn.
Would you rather have unlimited bacon but no more games, or games, unlimited games, but no
Do
more
you mean like
games?
video games?
But no more
Yeah.
bacon, you mean?
No, but no more games. No, but no more games.
So you've got
Okay,
bacon
okay.
or games?
Am I
No,
too
so
old
you've
for
got
this?
no. Okay,
Just on this
okay, okay.
question.
So you've got unlimited. You've got unlimited bacon, right? Unlimited,
Yeah.
but no games. Or
As in video games.
yeah, or games.
I was stretched with that one then.
Or games, unlimited games, but no games.
For no bacon, you mean?
But no games.
So you got unlimited games but no games.
Go on, I think it's just.
Shall I ask the question?
Yeah, please do.
Right, I haven't heard this question before. Either have unlimited bacon but no video games, or unlimited video games but no bacon.
No, but no video games.
How can you have unlimited games but no games?
What would you
Everyone's
rather?
looking puzzled at the moment.
I'll be honest. Do you know what I'd take?
It's not. It's not.
I'll take Luke Skywalker at this point.
Yeah.
I'll take Luke Skywalker.
I
You know
think
what?
I'll take American TikTok.
Sponsored by the Chinese government.
Communist Party.
That was crazy, though, wasn't it? That was crazy. Did you watch that? The whole TikTok, like getting banned and like the Senate.
What, and like
stuff?
an
It's like-
alive scenario?
It was like the senators of
the
like
funniest-
America and stuff, and they're like, "Does TikTok access my home Wi-Fi network?"
No, I did see a clip of that this morning.
My favorite clip from the whole thing is like, do you have Chinese citizenship? No, I'm from Singapore. Do you have any relation to China? No, I'm from Singapore. I served my country, Singapore. Do you know who the Chinese Communist Party is? Yes. Are you linked to them? No, I'm from Singapore.
Amazing.
America is finest.
We love America. God save our great. Wait, that's the wrong one.
That's the. Oh, say
Love that song.
can't you see?
Okay, sorry.
Anyway,
next,
Would
next
that be
topic.
copyright?
What-
You might
wait,
have to
hang
cut
on.
that
Probably
out.
not. No.
Sorry, back to this again. Unlimited bacon.
Can we
but
cut-
more
I don't like
games.
bacon, so we'll go with
Yeah, I'm a bit
video
like
games.
you, yeah.
um,
I'm not
Okay.
big on
Video
porn.
So-
games, but no games.
So you'd have
I'll
unlimited
bacon.
unlimited games, but no more games.
I'd have unlimited games.
Is that- Is that your final answer?
and a few Percy Pigs.
A few
Yeah.
Percy Pigs.
Yeah.
I could go for some Percy Pigs
Can't
right
beat a
now.
Percy pig.
Yeah.
Where are they sold again?
Or the
Yeah.
new
What's
ones.
that?
I found the new ones, the ones with loads of sugar and the really sour
Ooh.
versions of them.
Ooh.
So what's that?
I don't know if I'd like that.
Fizzy Pigs.
Fizzy
Something like that.
That's freaky.
That'll be bacon.
So we both had the same answer. So are we were right or are we wrong?
Well, there's no right. It's a would
Or are
you
we
rather.
too old?
It's just a
I
simple.
think
It's a
I'm just
simple.
too old for the question.
It's a simple. What would you rather have? You know, because I mean,
I'll go for the latter.
You've got unlimited games, but you've got no games, so you're just in this constant perpetual motion of not having any games, but also having games.
Sort of like my life anyway, to be honest.
So basically, one option
Perpetual
is
motion.
you've got something you want in bacon, and the other option is you've got nothing.
I think we've done this for too long now.
Yeah.
I think we should move on to another topic.
Yeah.
Right.
Pick one from the
If you
list.
could only listen to one album for the rest of your life, what would it be?
And you've only got two options. It's either bacon
or
no.
My answer would be Melancholy of the Infinite Sadness by Smashing Pumpkins.
Double album.
Quadruple album, basically.
I'm in love with
So-
Strange Times by the Chameleons. That's always going to be my top.
Mine
Number
is
one.
If It Weren't For Them by Caesar of Cymatics.
Oh, thanks. Thank you, mate.
What is it about the Smashing Pumpkins album?
I just love Smashing Pumpkins, and it's technically cheating because you listen to the album, it actually sounds like it's two albums.
Yeah, there's probably about 30 songs, possibly.
Yeah, that's one of my main reasons it's 30 songs. But
And a bit of everything in there as well.
yeah, but I love Smashing Pumpkins, like from that era of like bands, like I guess the grunge.
Grunge,
not
I was going to say, quite grungy.
but that kind of thing, they've been my favourite.
They're from Seattle as well, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know. I really like the album, especially like the first half. We got like Zero, Tonight, Butterfly Wings. It's so good.
Yeah, there aren't many skips on that album.
There
to be
is.
fair. It is a
It's
sick
quite
album.
impressive to do like a 30-song album and have like at most probably like 2 skips.
Yeah, literally.
I think they had
there's not many skips.
Siamese Dream before, which was massive, and then they
Yeah.
come out with a double album. Like after it, what, like
My
it's
brother
Probably
was
because
telling me
Billy
actually about
Corgan is
something that
arguably
happened.
the most pretentious person in music.
They created way more music though, didn't they? There was wasn't there an album that got like messed around or something that they did, and they used it in a film, and then they took it away from a film.
yeah.
You
I
know
think it was
one.
something like that.
I'm trying to think.
They made what's his name? Is it Billy?
Billy Corgan.
Billy Corgan. He made songs for. I think it was one of the. Was it one of the Batman films?
I think it was I was going to say it was Batman.
And then it ended up
Didn't
getting
know this.
completely
They canned
kiboshed.
it, didn't
Yeah,
they?
they canned it, and then it's never been released and so-called within the next year or 2 years. He's on about releasing this so-called like 15, 20 song album thing.
Oh.
That's pretty sick. Well, that was made for the Batman.
I think
Yeah,
it was
for the
originally
old-
for
that's the
was
old
it
Batman.
Batman Forever
Yeah.
from 96, 97
Oh, the one with the Riddler.
when you weren't born.
Billy Corgan.
when we weren't born.
Oh, it's the one with Jim Carrey's Riddler, isn't it?
Yeah,
Possibly.
I hate that film.
yeah. And
Yeah,
Tommy
but
Lee
it-
Jones' Two-Face.
It's Jim Carrey. I like Jim Carrey.
Yeah, Jim Carrey's funny.
He's
He
a
stars
sweetheart.
in my favourite film, so
Yeah, that's true. What is it?
Eternal Sunshine.
Oh, yeah, that's my favourite film.
Oh,
How indie
I
of
liked
you.
it first. I'm gatekeeping that film from
Mind
Tom
you,
now.
I like The Truman Show. The Truman Show is probably up there as one of my favourites.
Yeah.
I think that's a classic.
I think the bear question is your least favourite film.
Oh, least favourite film.
Least favourite.
What was
Least
it?
favourite
Go on,
film
you, let's
go
because
on.
of the
Let's
music.
go in a circle.
Yeah, but you know.
Go on. Do you want to go first?
My
They're
least
making
favourite.
up questions.
I don't know.
Yeah, why are we making up questions?
500 days of
Sorry.
summer.
Sorry. Carry on.
It is, I mean, no, go ahead.
Maybe they're better than ours. To be honest.
500 Days of
No.
Summer. Hate that film.
Why?
First off, why is it in a random order? Why is it shot like here's the ending and here's the
Are you
start and
familiar with
here's the
this?
middle, but then
Yeah.
here's the start again and then here's the end.
And here's the Smiths with
And
their
here's the
new
Smiths.
song.
Second,
It is Joseph Gordon-Levitt, that one.
yeah, it's the one where it's like I
Don-
love the Smiths.
Don John, and there's what else did he do? 10 Things I Hate.
He's done loads. 10 Things I
Yeah,
Hate About
10 Things I Hate About You. That's a good
Inception.
film.
What
But
is it?
500 Days of Summer is
What's it called? Dream. What's the Dreams? film?
Inception.
Inception. that's-
Inception. But that annoys me because they could have easily have told it in the right order and it'd been better. But this
Might
is
have been the way they shot it. Might have been the sequence of
oh
shooting.
no, it's definitely the director thinking he's way too artsy.
Yeah, he wants to
And
be
it's
really
just,
cool. It is
bruh, it's a
really try-hard
rom-com.
film.
It's a rom-com. Know what you're doing. If it was like some like artsy film or maybe something more interesting like a horror or something, maybe that could have worked. But it's a rom-com. Second reason, every single person who I've met who likes the film, I now hate.
Right, okay, listen, I liked the film when I was 15, so for me it's got a bit of, I'll say nostalgia.
Nostalgia by a
Nostalgia
year.
for 2 years ago.
Jesus.
2 year nostalgia.
Listen, man, time's
Circa
moving really
2023.
slowly.
And also the soundtrack of it is so
I'm not as young as
overrated.
I
To bring it
used
back
to
to
be.
music, the soundtrack of it is so overrated. It is literally just the Smiths, and
Yeah, the Smiths is-
God, you really hate it, don't you?
he's really not a fan.
I hate that film.
Do you know what I like playing? Is your least favorite film, so your most hated film, and your favourite film and connecting the actors.
My mate is obsessed with
class.
Is it Cine to Nerd or something? Is it something?
Well, it's
I've just
definitely very
realised
nerdy. Yeah.
I've just bit of a sci-fi. I've just realised something. My least favourite film, one of my complaints with finding someone is like shot in a weird order. Yet my favourite film is shot in reverse order.
How do you mean?
Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless
Oh,
Mind.
right,
It's-
yeah.
But that's got an interesting idea of them erasing memory, so it's allowed.
Yeah.
It's not just, ooh, let's be artsy.
To me, it's just always going to be one of Jim Carrey's best performances.
Yeah.
I love it. Sorry, you've got questions.
Yeah.
Where were we?
Where were we?
Least favourite film, connect the dots.
You don't have to. Just think about it in your own time.
Yeah. So we'll let you guys ask us some questions now.
Right.
We've asked ourselves
Thanks.
enough questions.
No,
We're just ramblers. We're just
No,
ramblers.
we're just
So,
pure yappers.
which fast food chain would sponsor the band when you're big?
I mean, I'm an employee of Greg's. So.
Oh, I think honestly, same. Greg's would the amount of money that I spent at Greg's. I think
Yeah.
they need to sponsor us at this point and pay us back
Yeah.
a bit. Before every single gig, get a Greg's. That's
Yeah.
what I do.
And what would be on the Caesar of Cymatics meal deal?
Sausage, bean, and cheese.
Sausage, beans, and cheese might
Got to be a bacon
Bacon.
bar, in it?
After that unlimited bacon bars.
It's a chicken Caesar and bacon
That's not a bad idea.
sandwich,
Oh,
right? And then for crisps, what are we thinking for crisps?
You don't-
Or the
Bacon
snack?
you don't-
The
sizzlers.
snack.
the snack. We got to go for one of those
Frazzles.
sweet treats.
Yeah, bacon frazzles.
Go on
Frazzles.
you know those like novelty buns you get? It's like
The what?
It's like based just a fairy cake. You get them at Greg's. I feel like one of those, and it's just a mug shot of Tom in the crowd.
Right.
I think that will be a snack.
Wait, what, like a printed like paper fairy cake? Type
Yeah.
thing? Like the paper ones. That
Yeah.
You get, yeah, the bakery and stuff.
Yeah, one of those, and then drink. What we're saying?
Oh.
Black coffee.
Fanta fruit twist.
Black coffee.
Fanta fruit twist.
If
I
it's-
just like Fanta fruit
Oh.
twist at the minute.
You are a bit fruity, to be fair.
Thank
so.
you. I take great pride in that.
I wear my fruitiness with pride.
It's not Pride Month yet though.
Oh,
I don't think
It's
we've
fine,
had
the
Greg's
big
mentioned on the
corporations
podcast
won't
before,
back
but
us
there we go.
You haven't had Greg's mentioned. I thought that'd be pretty cool.
No.
Damn.
I think mine would be In-N-Out Burger, you know.
In-N-Out Burger?
Yeah.
Don't think I've been there.
Oh,
That's
it's
American
good.
though, isn't it?
Yeah. It fits the band
Yeah.
very well. Fits our band very well.
That's fair. each to their own.
I have got a question which says, what was the worst music you used to listen to when you were young? But,
the word.
but they're like...
I think I've said
like-
it all already.
Oh, hang on.
Surely.
I've
the worst
got
music I
one.
used
Go
to
on.
listen to.
I've got
Tom.
one.
KSI.
No, well,
I'm so glad I'm older than that.
well.
I was like prime Lamborghini era.
I know
BG
you were. I can
Media.
imagine.
BG Media was
No,
horrendous.
Sam, I've got one worse than
What?
you. Wilbur Sut.
Oh,
Have you
that is
heard of Wilbur Sut?
a good shout.
No?
Have we heard of Lovejoy? You don't want to.
You
That's
don't.
all I'll
Lovejoy
say.
rings a bell.
Lovejoy. you've
The
heard of
lead
Lovejoy.
singer is Will
Yeah,
Sutton.
rings
The lead singer was a big weirdo. Let's put it that way.
Brighton
Lovejoy's a
Brighton.
band,
And
right?
I listened to him when I was about. Well, the band is basically just rip off Arctic Monkeys.
Producer
to be
Tom
honest.
said
but-
no.
I recognise Lovejoy. Yeah.
Twitch streamer.
We're too old.
Twitch streamer turned
Minecraft streamer
Minecraft-
turned big pop.
Tom's idol originally turned Rip Off Arctic Monkeys frontman turned to
Not a
whatever
nice
he's-
person.
Not a very nice bloke.
Let's move on
apparently.
from there.
The Brighton buyer.
No, yeah, the Brighton Biter they call him. He had a.
It's a different language to me.
Long story short.
He's from Brighton.
Pig Latin this to me.
He's from-
Long story short.
Long story
he bit
short.
someone a bit too much.
Yeah, he's from Brighton and he bites people.
Yeah. Mainly part.
Moving on.
Yeah, definitely.
Moving on.
Is this the weirdest podcast?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
good.
This was to be expected.
I'm glad that we're winning. Now.
That was our
plan.
If you went on a world tour, what country would you be most excited to visit and why?
Oh.
I know you two are going to just come say something like Kazakhstan or something.
You know what?
Azerbaijan.
It's been on the wish list since I was born. You know?
I like the idea of Bhutan. I think that'd be great.
There you go.
Cambodia.
There you go.
Sure.
Actual answer.
I was thinking
Anywhere.
about this the other day.
Actual answer. Actually, no. South America.
That's a shout.
South
You know what
America.
I was thinking the other day though? I was thinking if you'd be like a really big pop star anywhere, I reckon you'd be huge in Korea. I just feel like
You know, when we said country, you just mentioned a continent.
I know.
Define the country within that
anywhere,
continent.
Brazil,
South Korea.
Argentina, Peru, any of those, because I watch gigs that are there, or even like football games and stuff. They are mental.
Yeah, they're
The mosh
very
pit.
passionate.
The mosh pits, if we've ever had a song that deserved a mosh pit, would be like the most brutal thing I've ever seen. I'll be all for it. I'll be jumping in it.
I'd go South America.
Yeah, South
Like,
America,
just somewhere
anywhere
in
South America.
anywhere.
I'd say Europe. You know what I mean?
Europe.
Yeah.
Actually, I was really thinking.
All right, well,
I was really thinking, the Cambodian jungle.
I mean, Brazil, you got like festivals and that, and you got
Yeah.
that film with that blue bird.
Rio.
Rio. That one.
That film with the blue bird. You're also the most famous city in Brazil, but no, it's just the film with the blue bird.
No, but it does, doesn't it? Yeah, that's that one.
Yes, it does have the blue bird. Well done.
It does. Thank you very much.
So back to the Caesar of Cymatics. You've got a lot of big things planned
Yeah, we've got quite
Yeah.
a few big things planned.
that we can't talk about.
We've got a lot of stuff that we can't talk about. We know something you don't know. There's a video.
You've just released Unloving Live, which is on Spotify.
Yeah, it's on
And
Spotify.
have you got any
Stream
more releases
now.
coming soon?
Ooh, everything's so up in the air at the minute. That's the thing. It's like it's so annoying that we can't talk about it.
It is.
in depth because it is pretty exciting, but also it's funny when people don't know things. All these people here,
They
we
all
all
We
know.
know.
We
We're
all
all in
know.
the know.
Just know that we know.
I don't know.
I know.
We all know.
They know, and you're not allowed to know.
So we'll leave
and
it there.
that's about it for the next few. No, we've got
Yeah.
Venture Fest.
Yeah,
in
Venture Fest.
August that we're playing. That's going to be massive. Sherlock's headlining.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Montello, Crook on the Wall. Who else is playing?
K class.
K Class. So yeah, and it's set up by our mate Harrison. He runs
Big up Venture.
Big up Venture, and they're a great little concert promotion. Bunch of people now.
Yeah.
It's great. It's great.
Well, thanks
Yeah,
for coming down.
little community. Thank you very much
Thanks for
having
making the
us.
effort to come over to Wigan.
No worries.
And go and listen to Unloving Line now on Spotify.
Yeah.
Give us your money.
Give us lots of money.
guys.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.